Hello! Hello everyone. And welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Yesterday we left the trial in a dire state. All the jurors voted guilty. So today we have to change their minds. Obviously. We just need to figure out how. Okay, so all the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt on this young pickpocketer.
Hold it!
Oh yeah, we still need to miss a nod. Okay, we saw that already. That lawyer chap. Well, there's a ton of further books. Okay. Okay, we saw that already. So, those processors just come with years. They should swing for shooting the great detective. Oh yeah,
Hold it!
I agree with you. The shooting of Mr. Scholes was an unforgivable act. But the purpose of this trial is to determine who shot the pawnbroker, Mr. Windybank. I'm afraid you're splitting hairs, sir. Oh, sorry, what? Whether it was the thieves or the pickers, it was still gutter trash that shot the pawnbroker in the end. Filth that should be cleaned up and eradicated, in my considered opinion. Oh, thanks so much for sharing. Oh, changing this mate's mind isn't going to be easy. Bruno, it was one of the two brothers that shot Hurley, wasn't it? Yes, without question. Well then, I'll never forgive them. Iris, perhaps we can use this mate's statement to help us somehow, do you think? Oh yes, maybe. Let's listen carefully to what each juror has to say first. Can you use what she said? All we need is another shot from a slightly different location. Okay. This process has come with years. If I have left it somewhere, there will be repercussion by now, okay? Mind made up, stop. Cobalt and radio transmission of verdict to follow, stop. Okay. But the line was in judged by close, judged by head. I'm convinced brother are innocent. Okay, we're gonna pit those two together.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord. Counsel, explain yourself. Oh my statement? Contradictory? Juror number 6. You've got the wrong end of the stick. I do not have stick. I have mouse. As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen. I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear? Abdomen. Sir? Sorry. My English is still learning. You are telling the court you didn't hear? Forgive me. I did not hear. Ah, Here is word. Abdomen. Part of person body containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English. I am a Russian, not a native speaker. Oh, who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again? So, you are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying? They were lying? They said before, we never done nothing. But truth is, they shot detective. Duh. This is double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Hey! Don't strangle the mouse. Lying is wrong. Especially when lie is said by a person who look like criminal. Oh, coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also a big fat lie. Is this true? Well, according to police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Enough! I trust no one now. It's not the mouse's fault though, sir. Yeah, leave it alone. I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. Investigate. Yes it is, Bruno. Easily. Sorry? Sorry, what? Wrong R. With the pinch from Harry's red-handed recorder. Ah. If you compare the print that pictures Genie and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Go away, Mr. Prosecutor. Calling on the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulking brothers entered the shop, and Samari heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' fight. So this was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I can tell, nothing has been taken. That does seem to be the case. Can't nothing anything that's obviously missing in the second print. So, the brothers who like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. It would seem so, yes. Good. No, not good. You were right. I did not understood situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue with trial. Oh, thank you, man. Well, that worked. Yay, well done, Bruno. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. There must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. And if I can do that, we just might turn the situation to our favor still. Thank you, Counsel. Continue with the summation examination. And kindly hand that your photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence. Okay, the post-shooting photograph has been entered into the court record. Another print in the court record. I wonder if we can make use of that. In Lake of Lies are many dead fish. We must find truth, therefore I say not guilty verdict. Okay. Mind made up, stop. Global radio transmission of verdict to follow. So if I have left it in here, I should think there'll be a reaction by now. Oh, and there's a shot. All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young Christian. Maybe those two are... I want to save because, you know, I'm a bit worried about having to redo everything.
Objection!
These two statements clearly contradict each other. Sorry, old bean. Can't accept that as a squadron leader. What? All fighting for a common cause. Don't you know, my chaps? No way that contradicted one another. I concur, Mr. Foreman. You will refrain from personal attacks on the jury based solely on your own frustration, Counsel. No! The really frustrating thing is, I thought that you identified a genuine discrepancy there. There are a lot of questionable characters in the Guide-Up Squadron. You might have to listen to what they have to say a few times before it starts to make sense. Yes. Impress them on anything that sounds suspicious. That's the way forward there. But still, should we really be labeling members of the jury as questionable? Let me save scum a bit. Those brothers are the scum of the years.
Hold it!
Can it really show up new clues though? Don't know unless you try. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think.
Take that!
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any two suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you all.
Take that!
Alright, these two prints were both taken with the same camera in Windy Banks on the night in question. Oh yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer, do you know how stereographic image work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I just have a lesson only yesterday. Okay, it's not gonna work. The left and right eye image need to be the same, only with a slight shift in the position of some objects. Then when your brain merges the two images together, inside your head, it notices the shift as if it were depth. Yes, exactly. Oh, it has more shift between certain objects in the two pictures. That's really important. So, what happens if you use two photographs that are exactly the same then? No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the scene three-dimensionally anyway. Oh. Oh. Of course, now I see. Ah, I think the young girl has discovered the secret. I have. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these two pictures from Hurley's camera. Bruno, go on. Can you see that there's really an obvious difference between them? Is there an obvious difference? You mean apart from the fact that there are two people in one and not on the other? Trying to see to merge pictures, but it's not easy. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, the difference. Is there a difference except... Oh, the lamp! The lamp is different. Of course there is. There are two people in the first and no people in the second. Well, yes, you can see that straight away. But now... try looking at the pictures in three dimensions. Alright, I give it a go. Wait, so there's really something to see, but is there something apart from the lamp? Okay, I've got it. It doesn't really work though. Not sure what wait, is it supposed to really work? It looks like the items at the back of the desk or of the counter are a bit different. Wait, have they been moved? They have been moved. Or has the camera been moved? Or maybe it has. I think the objects, I don't know. It has moved. A tiny bit. So, to start with, you have to cross your eyes and then try to make the two pictures overlap exactly. Yeah, I did that. Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pen from each picture overlap in the middle. Wait. Well, did you manage to see it properly, Bruno? Yeah, I saw it. What's going on with these two pictures? Yeah, all of that moved. Some of the things in the counter they sort of jump out at you. Oh yeah, yes. Now that's it. You see, that's yeah the amazing power of stereoscopes. Are there amazing power? Oh, is someone going to explain this black magic, eh? Why the deuce do some of the things on the counter seem to jump out at you like that? I think you'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principle of the stereoscope? As I said before, if you try to look at two identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's the slight shift in the position of certain objects that lets you see pictures three-dimensionally. In other words, even though at first glance it seems that the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures, this shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their position. Oh yes, there must have been. Oh, now hold fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I'd say. But why the devil does this shift between the two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master. What, me? I haven't the first idea. Oh, you know, Bruno, it's quite simple. It is? Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken at 1 AM. Then, 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items at the counter appears to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means... That means that sometime in the half-hour interval, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter. Zookers. Or someone tampered. Oh, new information. Stop. Not mentioned in this testimony so far. Stop. Oh, yes. We've had to go around in circles in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this submission examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved, but by whom? Are you suggesting you might know? Of course. I can tell you right now who is responsible for the almost impossible shift in the item on the counter. I have no idea. Can I really do it? Who's responsible for the almost impossible shift in the items on the counter? I don't know. Those guys? I don't think. How do we know? I have no idea. Is it Sherlock Holmes? Pop Windy Bank? I don't know. Honestly, I'm supposed to know. Pop Windy Bank? I don't know. What good would that do for us? I'm gonna try Nash Skulking.
Take that!
It was the witnesses currently in the stand. The Skulking brothers. Wait. This does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy lockets. My phrase book says dukes is meaning hands and Lucy lockets is meaning pockets. But is this another lie? Is this what you are saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Oh, now hold there a minute. You can't be sure of that. I quite agree. The accused is a common pickpocket after all. It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. I think that's unlikely. And why exactly? As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windybank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Mr. Straw's interests lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop. Giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. No reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which point to one thing. The Skulking brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony. But the accused the big purse. Come and got the trash. Why look any further for the wrongdoers here? For the wrongdoer. Because the Skulking brothers are thieves, madam. No better. In fact, worse. In a big purse. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the ground that she is a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves? Oh, well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair. What? With his head? Okay. Can you all see now? I think you'll find stereoscope on playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand. Oh yeah, we shifted the balance blame. The balance. I don't know. The balance of the scales. Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Must purchase after trial. Stop. We return home via Regent Street. Stop. Well, it would seem this trial has yet to turn its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call the summation examination to conclusion with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean to guilty, 4 lean to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus. And I order this trial to continue. Oh yeah, well done. Oh, by the way. What? You should hold on to this, Bruno. You never know when it might come in useful. twice in one trial would be unusual, surely, but alright. The stereoscope has been entered into the court record. Can we use it? Can we use it? You have to put two prints in here to start with, you see? And then when you look through the eyepiece, you can see the image in 3 dimensions. The important thing is to get right in the position of the 2 prints. I don't know who came up with the idea of a stereoscope, but it's really quite fascinating. Oh, look at that. It's totally changed shape, just from one little button press. Well, that is what the button is for, no? You're just like Hurley. You boys love pressing buttons, don't you? Especially if you don't know what they do. As boys, says the 10-year-old girl. Anyway, now you can see that it really is a stereoscope, can't you? Can we put pictures? You have to pop your 2 prints here to start with, you see? And then when you look through the eyepieces, you can see the image in 3 dimensions. The important thing is to get okay. Can we use it or not? I don't think we can. It's gonna come in handy later, I think. Lord Van Six. You will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. I've won myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. Already? Yes, let's save. Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. Oh, these guys. He does have the same hair color as those guys. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination? Oh, yeah, Governor. Oh, I did, Gov. I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Oh god, blimey! Oh, this is going to be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windybanks. Well, it was but as soon as... weren't it? It was, Dash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me jokes out of me Lucy Lockets. Me Lucy Lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers... God, blimey. On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. Oh, we never done nothing on thought. How'd you figure that out? You will now give form testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time, you will tell the truth. Each lie that passes through your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Oh, say no more, Gov. We hear ya. Oh, we'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach. Well, peach. Illegal entry, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This time. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't thrifting for nothing. Oh, it was when we heard the gunshot, see? Motherboard jump, and all that stuff went flying. Although I didn't half give me a fright. We was thinking the shooters come out the door and get us next. The shooter. Huh? Oh, we stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the back. Wait, what? We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the back. I don't know what that means. Oh, we could have shot the pawnbroker, see? We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Oh, so you admitted to the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Windybank's countertop on the night in question. Not ransack, Governor, no! Oh, that's right, Nosh. That's right. It's more like we tied it up, yeah. Oh, sorry. By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. Oh, the way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. Oh, we don't, Nash. We don't. Can't he make us sound a bit more cutthroat? Oh, it can't be just coincidence that these men showed up at Windybanks that night. There's more to the testimony that meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Okay. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't thrifting for nothing. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Oh well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? Oh, we ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well, Cedrico, Mir China. Mir China? Huh? We don't land ourselves in even more trouble. In fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourself in even more trouble. Oh, well, eh. Oh, that's rotten luck. Oh, says the rotten operator. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter? Oh, we never ransacked nothing. Right, nice, right. More like we tidied the place up. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. It was when we heard the gunshot, see? Made us both jump, and all that stuff went flying. Yeah, I'm gonna press the button. So, what you're saying is... the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter. Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This wagoner need to learn to keep his shirt on. Oh look, it was loud all right, blimey. Me dead granny would have woken up me dead granny would have woken up at that bank. Big Brav here screamed like a blooming baby and fell over on the counter. It knocked over a load of books, a candlestick and some skull whatnot. Oh, that got tangled in some marionette whatnot. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scaled on the floor? Oh, you've really mastered working quietly then. What a rocket! My granny would have been scared back into a grave at a clatter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. Oh, that's some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam! What's going on, Inspector?
Excuse me.
He looks very angry. Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these controls. No, nothing too bad about the testimony. You seem to react just now as to what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something? Well, it's probably nothing, of course. Nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? As you know, we brought these fellows in the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they say now. Oh, did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Oh, might have, Gov. Might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, fellas. If you discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Oh, easy. I will get it right this time. Promise. Oh, that's it, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs. Right you are, Gov. Oh, just before the gunshot, we heard the voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!" Give it to me. Give me the gun!
Hold it!
Hold it. So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously. Oh, we did, Cove. We did. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we had a kind of wavering voice before the year and all. Wavering? Oh, if you don't wanna get shot. Give me that gun. Give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing. A career in acting tragically missed. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we could. From the other side of the door behind the counter it was. From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voices you heard. It was that of the victim, Mr. Windybank. On my granny's life. Of course it was. On his granny's life. Of course it was. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice? Eh? Thought that would mean what? No what? Knows what? Any ideas? Yes, Counsel, it would. No. We didn't know the Jesus. The Jesus. Oh, I'm supposed to deny it when that bloke in all the fancy clothes is giving us the evil eye. If you value your lives, you wouldn't share your testimonies accurate and true. Oh, no, on me granny's life it is. On his granny's life it must be. Oh, it's a good job this granny's dead. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then heard the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor. Oh, yeah, make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget who tied up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it, the bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so he would have just fired instead of yelling at the other girl. The bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Okay. You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hand? Oh yeah, but that was a side, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have gone pretty heated. I mean, just before he shot it out. Where did Jesus say, if you don't wanna get shot? Oh, it didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say. Mind. Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the article in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. Well, apparently he's readily put a bullet in his head. That someone being himself, of course. Yeah. Oh, good grief. Extraordinary devotion indeed, if I'm being misguided. Oh, well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Well, it certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was gonna shoot bit into it. Cooked it goose proper. Cooked is goose proper. Proper. Oh, but he wished he'd squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shouting. Give me the gun. It was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. Oh, it was more or less at the same time, Guff. Give me a gun! Bam! Kind of thing. Yes, career in acting, very tragically missed. Then we heard the sound of someone eating the deck. Before everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. They look so happy. Oh, lummy, if I didn't have given me he didn't have given me a fright. We were thinking the shooter come out the door and get us next.
Hold it!
So, you didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Not on your life. Oh, it went deadly quiet after that indeed. But put the wind right at me. But anyway, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening. Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside. Or so we've been led to believe. Oh, it was goof, it was. From the inside. Alright, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom? Like, through the keyhole? Or a spy hole, perhaps? Don't ring no bells. Don't light no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting out this in this game, see? But one day we'll very cut the mustard. Oh, please get it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Tina was in there, unconscious, with a gun in her hands. To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom? Oh, to confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom? Oh, that's right, Gov, that's right. Oh, couldn't have, even if we'd wanted to. We stuck everything back where we found it and scattered straight into him in the block.
Hold it!
Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Holmes. Oh, yeah, we was a bit hasty there. Oh, we was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when your lot turned up. Oh, you're shaking like a leaf. Don't put a loaded gun in your hand. Oh, good advice, miss. Good advice. Oh, truth be told, me mine went totally blank. Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand. Oh, my turn not made, miss. Oh, after that we legged it down the street, but Apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or somewhat. So they clapped the derbies on us like wicked. And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession. Correct? Or, well, yeah. Oh, but listen, that proves it done it, eh? What? We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Okay, so what they're saying is probably. Oh, okay. They're saying that both Mr. Windybank and Gina had a gun. So Mr. Windybank tried to get a jump on Gina and she shot him. Except he's been shot in the back. That doesn't make any sense.
Hold it!
And why should we believe that? Hey, what? Well, 'cause it's true, it. Oh, the place was totally empty when we went in. At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses witnessed nothing. Wait, what? Never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windybank. Correct. Oh, you've got it, mister. Oh, down to a T. So the Skulking brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windybank. Is that really true? I wonder. That's it? That's the full extent of this testimony? What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour some herbal tea if you're tired. Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'd probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something important. There's nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the word they choose. You can take all that in and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you describe. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why, and that's all. I think you should trust your instinct. Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, it must be 5. 5. Alright, okay. Just before the gunshot, we heard the voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." Bloke what on the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Mommy, it didn't half give me a fright. I was thinking the shooter come out the door and get us next. We stuck everything back where we found it in carpet straight to the back. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Okay, wait. The broker was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Hmm. Wait. The way the body... I'm wondering if what happened isn't like the brothers shot Mr. Windybank, because look at where he is. He has his back to the door. Oh, I don't know. I thought there was a window in the door, but there doesn't seem to be. It's something I missed. Oh, not bad. What about the lamp that was broken? It's kind of weird. So maybe Gina shot Sholmes. Hmm. They're contradicting themselves. Like, they're just wrong, but they took the time to put everything back the way it was. We couldn't have shot the bomb, but I can see we never have a chance, did we? I don't like this. Give me that gun. The bloke who on the place was holding a gun, so he should just fire it instead of yelling at the girl.
Hold it!
You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hands? Oh yeah, but that was a side, eh? Them two waving their guns at each other. Must have been pretty heated. I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, if you don't want to get shot. Oh, didn't really sound like he meant it mind. More of an empty threat, you could say. Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver in his shop counter at all times. I'll say that to protect the article in his keeping. Okay. Why doesn't that... because we have to show the contradiction. That's why it doesn't... Give me that gun. Bam! What kind of thing? Okay, yes, okay. Then we had the sound of someone into the deck. Before everyone got quiet. And that we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. Okay. Bloke was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of hitting at the girl. Oh. Just before the gunshot we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun."
Hold it!
So in fact you heard the voice and gunshot almost simultaneously. We did covered it. Although I suppose if you're being honest, we had kind of a wavering voice before you did the yell and all. If you don't wanna get shot. Give me the gun. Bam. Kind of thing. Career in acting tragically missed. Well, the voice on the side of the door behind the counter in the storeroom when the victim was found dead. The voice you heard was that of the victim, Mr. Winterman. And Granny's life goes to us. What is Granny's life goes to us? So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winterman at the sound of his voice? Well, so that would mean what? What not what? Any ideas? Yes, counseling is really good. I don't know, but you don't know the geezer. Geezer. How I'm supposed to deny it with the bloke in all the fancy clubbers giving us evil eye. The bloke who won the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. But where's the gun? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna present the photograph where Regina saying he didn't have a gun.
Objection!
Is saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? Oh, that's it, Gov. You've got the picture. Oh, it was not yours, no question. And yet, the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection!
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more? Give me a sec. Okay. Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a substantially short time period to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, counsel. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, it's alright, Nash. It's alright. The old geezer could have been about to turn the table on the girl, eh? Hardly likely. No, I'm afraid this it won't stand as conclusive evidence. Oh no. Continue with the cross-examination, counsel, and heed my earlier warning, witnesses. Oh, god damn it. A skulkin never skulkin. A skulkin's never skulkin. And what? The block. So should I just fight instead of yelling at the girl? The maid didn't give me a fright. I was thinking they should have come out the door and get us next. Stuff everything back where we found it and scrap it straight into him in the back. We stuck everything back. We stuck everything back where he found it and scuppered straight into him in the black. What's scarpered? Wait a sec. Get in my dictionary. Man, it's been such a long time since I've needed to check words. previous game, in other games, because in this game it doesn't need that long. Scarpa. To Scarpa to flee, run away. Okay. Straight into him in the block. Who's him in the block? Is that us? Could not shot the pawnbroker. See? Never even had a chance to say that way. I don't know. Maybe you did.
Hold it!
And why should we believe that? Well, what? Cause it's true, innit? Oh, the place was totally empty when we went in. At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused, who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Winterbank. Correct. Oh, you've got it, mister. Oh, down to a T. Down to a T. So the Skirkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank. It's really true, I wonder. No, that's it. That's the full extent. That gun. Bloke on the ground was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of aiming at the girl.
Hold it!
So, he didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Not on your life! Oh, it went deadly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening. Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, so we've been led to believe. It was, Gav, it was from the inside. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of this inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole or the spy hole, perhaps. Don't ring no bells. Don't make no noise. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day, we'll really cut the mustard. Oh, please get it out. Oh, there's a no in the door. Okay, unfortunately. He was in there unconscious with the gun in her hand. Confirm, it would be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom. That's right, God, that's right. Good enough, even if it wanted to. We stuck everything, but we found it in Skypert. Straight into in the block. I don't know. Oh, it's hard. I hate those parts where I just can't find what I'm supposed to do. But I chance everything stuck back where they found it in Scarpert. Scarpert. Hmm. But they had a gun.
Objection.
Let's just consider the implications of statement for a moment, shall we? What implication? Nothing strikes me about it. Oh, exactly. No. Could have shut the point blocker. See, we never had a chance, did we? What about your gun?
Objection.
There's clearly something other. No. Ah, that's the hard part. Stick everything back where foundations capital staging to in the block.
Objection.
Hmm. Mm.
Objection.
Oh no. I wish there was some clues. Okay, let's find. Let's see. Doors are open. Mm. Ah. Mhm. Is that it? Autopsy report.
Objection.
Let's discuss the implications of the statement, shall we? No. No. How do I show that? Come on now. Okay. Referring for nothing. Give me that gun. The broke one, the plus was in good section of just violence to instead of yelling at the gun. What about now?
Objection.
So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? Oh, that's it, Gov. You've got the picture. Oh, that was it. Oh, fuck me. Hey, Nosh. Yes, Nash, yes. No question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows... Oh, that's what we... Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any description. You what? Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection.
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. Oh, I was right before. It just wasn't the right picture. Oh, come on. I will remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as a murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hands. Oh yeah, that mole tooler used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun, bam! Kind of thing.
Hold it.
Stay exactly where you are, right there. Eh? If the crime had taken place as you've so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out. Oh goodness, are you sure, Counsel? You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim. Why is the proof that demonstrates inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim in the final moment? In the picture itself. Oh, the autopsy report, I think.
Take that!
According to their testimony, witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. Oh. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Oh no! Go! What is the God's honest truth? God's honest truth. It's the truth, man. It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot that night. The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand, and we fought with our own bleeding eyes. Or we fought with our blown bleeding eyes. Wait, what? Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun? Oh, somewhat like that might have slipped out. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun, which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulking brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Oh no, sir. No. Order. Witnesses, explain yourselves at once. Oh, well, the thing is, it was supposed to. It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you. Oh. Am I to understand that you replaced the truth of your original testimony with renewed lies? Oh, I'm so sorry, Governor. Truth is, say we are. Cut it out, Nosh, cut it out. If we block now, you know what it'll do to us. He? Who are they talking about? Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you. Oh. Bro, come on. The game's up. But I love our guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how I try to hide it, the truth will come out. On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place. Do we have to? On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Alright, so we just got inside the car and heaved a sigh of relief when the Jesus showed its mark. Oh, give me that gun, he bellowed. And then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we got it. For an Jesus, the bloke was drunk as an ox. It shocked me over the counter. I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through the door into the back room. Oh, we never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. So now you're telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop. Yeah, sorry. Well, we found ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably. But honest, Governor, this time. Oh, this time. We ain't got nothing more to hide. Very well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. Encounter with victim. Okay, let's have a save. Because we are like that. Okay. So I can feel relaxed. Okay, so right, so we just got inside the cave and heaved a sigh of relief when the Jesus showed his mark. Okay. Oh, give me that goddamn load. And then he flew at us like it was possessed. I thought we got it. For an old Jesus, the bloke was drunk as an ox. He took me over at the counter. I pulled my gun on him. Then he legged it through the door into the back room. Oh, we never had nothing to do with killing him. That's what happened, I swear. Oh, we have to press everything. Oh, come on now. All right, okay. And when you say Jesus, presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winterback. Who else? Sorry, I mean... Oh, that's right. Oh, we was keeping a close eye on the others of the golf. The golf, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbroker's storeroom. Oh yeah, that must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been. Oh, so it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises. Oh, which means Jeannie must have been in there at that point as well. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Winterbank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? Oh, I don't know. Did you see the accusers at the time? What? But Moldurar? I couldn't tell you. Oh, no way, Cobber. We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just roasted. Give me that gun, he bellowed. And then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. You mentioned that Mr. Windybank shouted those words in your previous testimony too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh, did we? But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Yeah. Was the victim Mr. Windybank wielding a gun at the time? Or was he ever blimey loomy? A great ugly barnyard pointed straight at me, frontispiece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windybank with the gun at the time, is that right? It is, girl, it is. Spot on. Oh, and then all of a sudden he came out on us, he did. Oh, it was Bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who. Oh, you were clearly all going for each other. Oh, like Nice said, we thought we'd had it, I mean. Poor old Jesus, the block was drunk as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
Hold it!
Yes, I noted that he mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course we did. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. Oh, that got tangled in some marionettes who knocked over a picture frame, who knocked them scares on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshots that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter. Well, Big Brother went flying over the counter like a gunshot, I can tell you. Then the old Jesus pinned him. Oh, he did, no, she did. If you hadn't been there, the block would have flooded me like a bloomin' pancake in seconds. At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim. Oh, that's right. When the buzzer fled the scene and back onto the street. Ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Oh, poor Mr. Windybank. He did everything he could to protect his shop. Oh, I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through the door into the back room.
Hold it!
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank? Oh, no, never. I was just, you know. Oh, looking out for me brother and I was being flattened, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yeah. And then the man fell into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him, is that it? Is that it? Oh yeah, that's it. He showed me away, then ran off through the door and shot himself in. Oh, something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true. I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran away into the storeroom. What? Well, according to what everyone's saying, Genie was in there waiting for him with a gun. Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again? I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it? This inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Oh, look, the ponies! Me and me brother here. Oh, that's right, Notch, that's right, me and me brother. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear.
Hold it!
You say you had nothing to do with it. Oh, nothing at all. Oh, nothing, Graf, nothing. The old geezer went and shot himself in the back room, didn't he? Oh, locked it was from the inside. Oh, we know it was, cause we tried to open it. But it's a tradition door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch. So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. One other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade. Ah. It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, Counsel? I don't know. Is there anyone else apart from Gina who could possibly have shot Mr. Windybank? Ah. Mr. and Mrs. Skulkin. What? What was that look for? From the moment you admitted that you encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. Oh, it did? What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is, who could have shot Mr. Windybank? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts, so pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be? Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums. Two, my lord, twice as many chances to be right, maybe. Indeed, namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time? Understood, my lord. Are you alright, Bruno? I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I'm sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Sheena's perspective hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answer to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Let's say somewhere like that.
Take that!
Defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. In answer to the second question. Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? Over there.
Take that!
The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. Continue. Mr. Windybank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point here is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? Also are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom. Well, according to Skulking Brothers' earlier testimony, I pulled my gun on him and then he legged it through the door into the back room. If Mr. Windybank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time. Oh! It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that his brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. No! I'll come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial? Moving on to the finding of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Oh, poor man. Shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety. Of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory. So the culprit is necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Windybank.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? But... What if someone else locked the door? Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so? Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who shot and locked the storeroom door from the inside? Well, Gina, of course.
Take that!
Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
Oh, that's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck. I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel. Yes, that's a tricky one, then, isn't it? Fake notion have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please. But of course, Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it? It does? Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they? Oh yes, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Mr. Stroud and Mr. Windybank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Windybank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv! If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is what would the defendant have done in that moment? Oh! Oh! I see where you're going with this. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windybank. As soon as the thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life.
Hold it!
But I mean, Weird, the one who done it! Weird, go Weird! You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We'd never shoot no one.
Objection!
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There is only one logical conclusion here. Mr. Skulking, your brother has every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder. Oh, hey, oh, no! Where does this leave us? You mean to say it was the colleague pickpocket who shot the bomb block after all? Oh, I should have known. It was one of the three bosses. They looked shady as the dense forecast. Oh, that was amazing, Bruno. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know, first time ever, and probably the last. Oh well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give a verdict of not. An admirable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing. You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zeeks. I must have found the defense's arguments most persuasive. I dare say. Such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincialist nation. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here. What? The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly credibly cannot and will not stand. Because you see, it contains a fatal flaw. A fatal flaw? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing? I say no, all Van Zeeks. Might be an idea to explain this body conjuring tricks to one or whatever. It is the troops on the ground and... The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets. Oh, by George, count bullets? Oh dear. He noticed then. What's everyone talking about? Yeah, they only shot one bullet. Counsel. Yes, sir? Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime. Two bullets. Correct. The first, that which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, that which struck the detective Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene. Indeed. The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceeding. The bullet hit Wickinger. Oh, Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. A revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Winterbank, and the skulking brother's revolver. Evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Oh yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Sherlock Holmes right before your eyes. Yes, I did. Oh my goodness, I think you're fine. Oh, that if the single bullet was fired from the brother's gun with Mr. Sharp, it means... Oh, Winterbank shot not by same gun. Stop. Only 1 bullet. Stop. Exactly. Yes, this Nipponese street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick, with no hope of standing up to scrutiny. The word punches again. Truth really hurts. Order! 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 Pray forgive its courtesy of flinging the dregs of this hallowed nectar into the public gallery. Lord Van Dix. But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss General Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with a loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And I have here, in my possession, 1 more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present. That disc. I'll be taking that, whatever it is, of my guilders down to the yard, thank you very much. No, don't give it to him. It's mine. That is mine. I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to MacGilded has to be taken in as evidence now. Yes, that music box disc. MacGilded's music box disc. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Winterbank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with no one of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add. But by brute force and brazen impudence. Oh, good gracious. Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact at its peril. I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel. As a grim testament to the defendants. Lord Van Dix, Inspector Gregson, what? Yes, Inspector. Oh, we had a meeting yesterday at the yard with the prosecution service, and I think it was agreed that the disc wouldn't be used as evidence. Why don't they? What's this about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? That's the first time he said anything to Van Zieks at all. I am unaware of any such meeting. But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bidwigs were insistent. Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you. Prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord. Indeed, bailiff. Okay, we're going to be able to analyze the blood then. The prosecution has established the accused motive, opportunity, and baseness of character. There is nothing more to add. Okay, let's examine the disc then. Oh, I don't know, look. This is blood. Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but there's definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before. Aha, then it's time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever. Alright, hold still with that disc, Bruno. Can we get this done quickly, Iris? In a flash. So... Wait, what? What? Oh, a lovely bright shade again. Wait, that color. What is it? It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? What? What does it mean? What's going on? What is that? How can it be? Is it the same green? What? How can that be? Wait a minute. A young English gentleman with an aloof and high-handed manner. He appeared at Windybank's pawnbroker accusing Gina of stealing his redemption ticket. It's supposed to be his blood on that. But then it's Sherlock Holmes's blood. What? Oh, maybe it's not Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case. I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once. All of 5 minutes. For all of 5 minutes. Oh dear. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Bruno. My lord. Wait. What if I might say something at this point? Proceed, Mr. Foreman. Been stumbling about in a bit of a fog up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden... The answer's pretty obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh no! Very well, the court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
No!
Guilty.
No!
Guilty.
No!
Guilty.
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 We have a consensus among jury, it seems. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Oh, that's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. How did he use it against us? Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we've finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank. That's beyond any doubt. Very well. We will proceed with the second summation and examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready? Okay, I think we're gonna stop here. Because really it's late. And we can proceed with the summation examination tomorrow. Alright, oh, it can never be simple, can it? I was a bit stuck there, but I managed to push through. Okay, still so many twists, but we're gonna get to the bottom of all this, hopefully. Alright, well, thanks for being with me. As always, please take care and stay safe, and I hope to see you tomorrow then. Bye!